Okay, let's see if I've got some sound here. Testing, testing. Okay, let's see if I've got some sound here. Testing, testing. Forgot about this thing showing. Need to work on that. Let's see if I can get a different view for this. Maybe over here. This is not good to do while you're live, but nobody's on, so that's cool. Let's see. Forgot about this thing showing. Work on that. Let's see if I get a different view for this. That's not bad. See what stats look like here. There we go. Connecting to stream. All right, hey, that works pretty good. That's not bad at all. Let's see what we have. Okay, we've got that camera working here, which is really nice. It's a good looking camera right there. Looks like I've got some good audio. The levels are showing pretty well here. We've got this view is working over here with the camera Logitech, so that's in pretty good shape. All right, hey, what, Adabox, yep, that's right, Jamie, and I'm playing with this new thing right here, which I'm trying to learn how to use, but I can do some cool things like this, and I don't even need a computer, which is kind of cool. This is pretty sharp too. Let's see, let's go ahead and get rid of some of these. There you go. So, yeah, I thought I'd just wanted to try this out a little bit. I am going to dig into my Adabox, though. I am going to do that. I'll probably go ahead and leave stream while I'm doing that. But I really wanted to try this guy out right here, the YoloBox Pro. Been looking forward to breaking that out and giving that a shot. I think, let's see if I can do this. Jamie, audio is going out when you were top down. Oh, really? So that means when I switch, okay, let me see. I think I can fix that. Let me go into my audio here. Oh, it's on automatic. I need it on 1. There we go. Hey, Jamie, give me a quick nod. Let me know that I think everything's working, but now if I go to 2, you should still hear me. It was set up so that depending on which camera, it would pick the audio source from that camera. I don't want that. I want it to be just the lavalier mic that I'm using now. So you should be able to hear me if I go here, here, or here. I can also, I believe, let's see, yeah, I can show your comment, which is really kind of cool. I like that, the head on. Here's the other comment that you had earlier. Jamie's action and the scene is hot clipping. Oh, so let's see, it should be working now. It is a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and bring that down then. I can bring that down to, let me get that into the yellow here. I'm going to break that up to about here and see if that's better. I pulled it down in my mixer here. Let me show you what I'm doing. You can kind of see that I've got a little mixer right here where I can pull that audio down. How does that sound? Let me see what you think about that. That's way down. Let's see what you think. Using a powered lavalier mic too that I'm playing around with. Doing pretty good. I got 25 frames per second with 0% drop, and I'm on Wi-Fi. So looks pretty good. Looks like there's 3 people watching, whoever that third person is. If you want to drop into chat and let us know who's out there, you can help us troubleshoot this setup before I open the latest Adabox, which I have made sure, not popping now. Okay, so it probably was. How's the level though? How does it sound? Actually, I think I can check that out myself. Let's see. Got a little monitor over here. Unfortunately, it's what you're hearing, which is about an 8-second lag. Come up a notch a little more. Okay, let's go ahead and pull that up a little bit more then on the audio. Let's go ahead and bring it up about 36. I think that was the default. It's really weird because the levels are not quite real time. It just kind of hits here. I also have noticed on my camera, I'm running through the camera, I wonder if I should pull the volume back down on the camera. I'm not sure I can do that with it turned around this way. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Probably got to play around with that. I could run the camera or the mic directly into the YoloBox, but I'm not sure that's going to work. Let me pull up some sound here. On my camera, I'm running through the camera. I wonder if I should pull. Okay, I can hear myself now, so let me listen for a sec here. I can do that with it turned around this way. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Well, I got to play around with that. I could. Hey, Thomas, how are you, sir? Just saw you pop in, and Thomas says, hi there, audio is fine now. Thank you for that, Thomas. I'm working on that a little bit. So it sounds like we've got everything working. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my sound off over here on my computer so that you don't hear that echo. Again, I've got about an 8-second lag. So I think I've got everything set up. So let's just run through it, make sure that everything is working. We've got this shot here. So we've got the head-on shot here. We've got the document camera here pointing straight down so we can open up and see what's inside. We also have a little Logitech Brio, not a Brio, what is that? That is a Logitech C920, I think is what this one is right here. And that's kind of pointing to the YoloBox Pro that I'm playing around with. So that's pretty nice. There isn't much. All right, Jamie says that isn't popping at the moment. Much better. Good. So we'll go with that. And I think you should have audio on all areas. And with a little bit of clicking, I can even do cool things like this, which is show up the website. And I guess I should get rid of the chat underneath. You can see that. There we go. And could take a while to get used to it. There's my, Jamie, you'll remember this. This is my bug zapping screen. So if I need to step away for a second, here is my thumbnail for the live stream. And of course I can generate a lower third pretty quickly too, which is nice. So I'm getting used to it. Wanted to do something that didn't require the computer to live stream that way over here. I can have my other computer going. So looks pretty good. All right. Well, I am just going to take a sip of water. And we're going to dive in. Now I have done my best to make sure that I don't know what's in here. I didn't look. This is actually, this Adabox has been out for, I think I got this about 3 weeks ago, if you can believe it. So I've been holding on to this one for about 3 weeks and have been anxious to get in here and try this one out. So let's go ahead and break open the knife here. Let me get my top down here. I have removed my address for safety. That is all looking pretty darn good. Good. I'm glad it looks good, Jamie. I'm excited. It took me a while. I've actually had the YoloBox for, let's see, I've probably had it for a couple of, well, I know 2 weeks now. And it just sat in a box, which was just killing me because, as you know, I had to be away for a little bit and traveling. So I've really been wanting to play with it. And this is the first time I'm trying to use it and getting used to it. So let me go back to here and All right, let's cut in and see what we get in this Adabox. I don't even remember which Adabox number I am on. I don't even remember the last one I did. That's how bad this is. So there's a lot of not knowing in this one right here. Now I can do, okay, here we go. Here, I'm going to try something here. I think I can do a picture-in-picture. Let's see if we can do, select the main screen will be this. We'll select main screen is this one. There we go. And then the sub-screen will be this one. And there we go. And I can move that little guy around. I'm actually doing that with my finger. So now you can see me, not that you want to see me, but you're going to see me, as well as the box at the same time. So that is pretty nice. Let me go ahead and hit done on that one. So now I have, I can set this view here, which is just this one. I can go just here, here, and now I have this pretty spiffy little picture-in-picture too. So that's pretty cool. All of that just on this little tablet right here that you're looking at right there. That is pretty cool. I did get the YoloBox. I know we'll get into the box in a minute. I did get the YoloBox Pro. I've got 6 people watching. Hey, if you're watching, drop in the chat. Let me know you're there. I am using a YoloBox for the very first time, so hang in there. I think we've got all the audio, but I'm also planning on opening up this Adabox that I've not had an opportunity. So if you're one of the 6 folks watching, drop in there and let me know who you're there. We've got Thomas with us, which I appreciate him joining us. I think, Thomas, this is your first time. I don't recognize you in the chat, so it's great to have you here. And of course, Jamie's Hack Shack is a regular. He's my buddy and neighbor, and actually was kind enough to let me borrow his truck today so we could make a Goodwill donation. So that was fun to do that this morning. Okay, so let me go back to my picture-in-picture here. See if we have anybody else. It looks like I'm going to keep my chat up over here. I also have chat up over here on another computer, so you may see me go back and forth a little bit until I get used to the chat actually being in the YoloBox. And just a reminder, if you do put something in chat, I can do this right here. I can put your chat up on the screen and share it with everybody, and we can comment. So if you want to let everybody know you're here, pop something in the chat, and I'll be sure and try and put that up there for you. All right, so let's dig in here. Adabox. All right, so already some differences into what we normally do right here. Let me go ahead and pull this out so my address doesn't pop up here. It looks like we have some wire management here, some of the plastic wire management systems. We do have, let me see what we have here. I'm going to bend this over here so I can get my address off there. So this is Adabox 20. I should have known that this is Adabox 20. This is Adabox number 20. That's what we'll be looking at. And it says LED glasses. Oh, this could be fun. LED glasses. And then they, of course, say the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. Steve Jobs. That's a very good quote. That's one that we should all put up. I am fortunate that I have a job I love, so hopefully each of you have the same. I'm going to go ahead and let you take a look at that here. I love that. That's a good quote. That's another little thing that Adafruit does when they send those out. So if you're interested in the Adaboxes, you can go to adafruit.com, do a search for Adabox. These come out quarterly. It's a subscription, and I've just kind of enjoyed them. We've had quite a few good ones in the last couple of quarters have really been good. Anxious to see what LED glasses are all about. So let's go ahead and get back in here. Let's get rid of the bubble wrap, and let's pull the standard Adabox out. And this is what we're used to getting right here. This is the Adabox, and you can see that, and this is in basic black. So interesting. I wonder why these are on the outside of the box and not inside of the box. Must have been something that they decided to drop in at the last minute, I would assume. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that up here, and let's go ahead and slide open our Adabox. Now on the top will be a card, and you can see here's that Adabox. Pretty nice little, with the stamped out letters right there. We'll go ahead and set that to the side. And then we have the box itself here, and then we have the card on this side. Now, this is the option. We can look at the card and reveal everything, because on this other side of this right here is going to be a bill of materials or a list of things that are included, or we can just open it. So I'm going to do what I typically do is I'm going to take the card and I'm going to set it aside for now. We're going to dive in, and then what we'll do is we'll come back to the card and see if we can tie it all together and see what pieces are in here. So I'm going to go ahead and open. Let me check my chat room. Pretty quiet today. Still have 6 viewers though. If 6 of you, whoever's out there, want to put something in the chat room, please let me know you're out there. I'd love to know who's joining us. I already know Jamie is with us and Thomas is with us, so good to have you too. All right, so inside we have the wonderful tissue paper. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out here. I think that's going to make it easier for you all to see, and put our Adabox to the side. Actually, I'm going to slide it back in to its case and its cover here. All right, we'll put that over to the side with our quote. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's go ahead and zoom in here a little bit for you. There we go. And we'll go ahead and open this. Try not to just completely tear the tissue paper. Might want to use it for Christmas gifts. Who knows? All right. Here we go. So we've got our tissue paper, and let's go ahead and move everything to the side. Oh, I just dropped something. Hold on. There we go. I bet that's loud up in your ears if you're using a headphone. Go ahead and get rid of that. Let's see. Did I drop anything? No. Looks like I got everything. Okay, here we go. So it says LED glasses control board. Interesting. What do we have here? Let's go ahead and go. This says LED glasses, LED panel display. You should be able to see that right there. Interesting. What has Adafruit cooked up for us this time? This is pretty cool. Let's see what we have in here. If I can open this, let's see if we can find the... Wow, they do not want me actually getting into this. There we go. Okay, well, this is going to be some fun because there will be some wearable tech in here. Look at this. What have we here? If we look on the other side, you can see it looks like we have some embedded LEDs into the glasses right here. I'm hopeful if this doesn't, I do have a computer over here with an available USB port, so if this doesn't require too much programming, hopefully we can maybe even get this thing working today. We'll see how it goes. So there's the glasses. Do I dare? Yeah, I dare, don't I? Let's go ahead and, this is what it's going to look like. I'm not sure, or it's going to look like, surely the LEDs will be going this way, right? Huh, well, there you go. It's not much of a stretch from the glasses I'm wearing now, is it? Interesting, Adafruit. Okay, let's see what else we have. Here we have the LED glasses controller board. Let's go ahead and open that. I really should get a pair of scissors. Hold on just a second. I can do this. Hold on, be right back. Okay, I am back, and we've got 7 folks watching. So again, if you're watching, please drop your name in the chat room. Let me know you're out there. Would really like to know what you're up to, what brought you here, and are you even interested in the Adafruit glasses that we're looking at. Now, we haven't looked at the board or the bill of materials just yet. We're going to do that in a minute, but we are just opening things up for now to see what we have. So I ran to grab my scissors so that we could open up the LED glasses controller board. Let's see what we have here. Looks like a mini Arduino, maybe? Let's see, a little mini controller board right here. And we'll go ahead and go just without my picture-in-picture here so I don't get in the way. And I can zoom in one more for you here. This is the board. Looks like it has USB-C, which I always appreciate. Got a couple of connectors here. And on the board, it's hard to read. Tiny. Okay, well, here it says mic right here, LED. This says, I think this is either neo or negative. I'm not sure. That's probably a neo. I think that looks like a little LED, multicolor LED in there. So that's probably what that is. Accelerometer is built into it. That's interesting. A charging LED. This is a pretty compact. Here's a little reset switch right here. Let's see if you can hear it. I don't think you can hear it. It doesn't really click loud, but it's right there. So there's a lot of technology packed in this little, oh, here's another switch right here too. So a lot of cool stuff here. Interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how these two pair up. All right, let's see what else we have. That's pretty cool. Let's see, anything in the chat? Nope, nothing in the chat. Okay, you guys are just hanging out watching. All right, fair enough. All right, so here we have, let me go back to my picture-in-picture here. Here it seems we have a double-sided adhesive and sponge here, some kind of standoff. Looks like it splits in half too, right there. We have, oh, this is interesting. We have a case right here. Let's see what we have in our case. Now the bad news is with the setup I have not set it up so I can show you what's on my computer. I do have one more input. I could have done that. I should have done that because if I have to go to the Adafruit website to figure out how to put all this together, which normally you do, I'm not going to be able to display that up here. So that's a failing. I should have prepared for that. So apologies for that. Oh, look at this. Now we actually have a pair of glasses. So somehow these are going to interface, and I'm starting to see why we might have those wire connectors. We'll see that here in a little bit. All right, I know you want to see it, so here we go. Now there is not a whole lot of difference, but man, is that styling or what? I cannot see. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, I've got an 8-second delay over here, so I'll be able to see it here in just a minute. So there's the glasses. I imagine this is not going to be something I'm going to be wearing all the time. This is something just for some play. Interesting. LED glasses. Fun. All right, let's see what else we have in here. Oh, this is quite the project. Looks like we have flies. I kid you not, these are flies. Let me show you what we have here. I'm not sure why we have flies. I guess that's the fun part of the project, but here is our fly. Adabox 20 includes fake flies. That is quite interesting. All right. Oh, I lost some people. Some people decided they were not interested in Adabox 20, which is fine. This is really less about the Adabox and me trying to get used to the YoloBox Pro, quite honestly. But along the way, this is actually kind of fun. We have a cable here for power. This is a JST PH battery external, so there's probably, my guess is there's a battery in here or supply. Here, this is going to be quite the project. This is a JST SH 4-pin cable, 50 millimeters long. Looks like we have a lanyard for our glasses so that we can string them around our neck here for quick on and off. There we go. Here's our battery pack. Battery pack includes a handy dandy clip so we can put that on our belt. Unlike a lot of things, batteries are included. I've never heard of this brand of battery, so that's kind of interesting. Ultra alkaline. That'll be fun. And then finally inside we have some more cable ties. So we've got these that were on top and then we've got these that were inside. Very interesting. All right, so let's see what we have in the mix. Go ahead and put my case up here. Here's our card. Let's go back to our card. Let me go ahead and get rid of my picture so you can see this. You are about to embark on a journey to another dimension. Another dimension. A dimension of curiosity, wonder, and creativity. A journey into a wondrous land of electronic invention. Next stop, the Adabox zone. So definitely playing off the Twilight Zone. This Halloween, oh, that's interesting because did I get this before Halloween? I think I got this after Halloween. So maybe this is a little bit late. This Halloween, let's just replace that to this Christmas. We're going to strap in and face a future so bright, we have to wear LED shades to compete. No matter whether you spend all fall working on a costume or if you throw a party hat before stepping out the door, this Adabox will complement your look with style. We're at the forefront of wearable technology with, okay, here's we go. This is what it is. With wireless, controllable Bluetooth glasses, bedazzled, love that word, bedazzled, with 116 tiny RGB LEDs. Using CircuitPython, wireless programming capability, you can code up motion or sound reactive patterns over the air. With BLE connectivity, you can code even if all you've got is a phone or tablet. That's neat. I've not done anything with BLE and CircuitPython, so that could be fun. Adabox comes to us courtesy of DigiKey, which is their partner. All right, so what do we have? We have the LED glasses. These come as a front plate containing 116 RGB LEDs, one Stemma QT cable, one glass frame. They are also great as a mechanical frame to attach the glasses PCBs to, 3 AAAs, the cables that we talked about, and prank files. If you ever have someone pick trick instead of treat, you can sneak one of these into their keyboard. Prank flies. I said files. It's prank flies. So these are simply to drop on your neighbor's keyboard. This could be fun. This is really interesting. Let's see. Thomas says, I just saw your live stream pop up. I had no idea what it was going to be about. I am super interested in the Mega 65 project. Since you have some good content on that topic, I figured, yeah, I'd hang around for a while and see what was going to be about. Thomas, it is, I apologize, today is not Mega. However, Thomas, I have a blog post completed. I'm working on a video, and the next content is Mega 65, so you'll be happy to know that. And it's actually a topic that several have asked me about, and it's getting, what I'm going to do is highlight how to patch up the original C65 ROM and update it to the Mega 65 ROM, because you need that ROM to utilize things like the Nexus 4 or XEMU or XMega 65, the emulator, because the Open ROM just isn't really ready yet. So gonna have lots of good stuff on that. It's gonna be kind of a short video and a short blog post, but it's gonna have some good stuff that a lot of people have been asking me about, because people have not been happy using the Open ROM for the Mega. So appreciate you popping in. This is not Mega. This is just a little something I wanted to do for the live stream. I've actually, about every time I get an Adabox, I just pop on and see if anybody's interested in running through that with me. So good to have you. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you in the room. Let's see. Only have about 5 people, so that's fine right now. Okay, so now I've got an option here. I need to figure out how to put all this together. Now, normally this requires going to the Adafruit website, which I do have a computer. I've got my Mac over here. And I want to use this one because it's all live and ready to go. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this camera right here and I'm going to move it so that it's looking at the computer, because I don't have the computer and I don't have a cable plugged in where I can plug it in. Could I do? No, I couldn't do that easily. So I just need to plan that. So here we go. Take a little trip with me here to my Mac. And you can see right now that my Mac is showing the live stream. So that's not going to be horrible. It's not going to be great. There we go. Let's see. I'd hang around. Let's see. Thomas says, I'd hang around for a while, see what was going on. Oh, I already talked about that. Okay, gotcha, Thomas. Thank you. All right, so let's see. So what I'm going to do now is come over here. And I'm going to open up a new tab, www.adafruit.com. And let's do a search for Adabox 20. Can't believe we're on 20. Let's see. Interesting, didn't show up. Almost always shows up. Let's see if I can figure out what's going on here. Let me just, sometimes it's just easier to do Adabox 020 just in the search and let it go from there. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and blow this up. And again, you probably can't see this very well, but at least it's better than nothing. Let me see if I can clean this up just a little bit for you. This is not the way you want to be live streaming your screen, that's for sure. All right, so that'll work for now. All right, if you're here, it's because you were given the gift of electronics. I can blow this up a little bit for you so that you guys can really see this. Yeah, you might actually be able to even read that now. Am I crooked? Looks like I'm crooked. Let's see. I got to quit being so particular about this. Okay. Oh, gee, that didn't help. There we go. Just got a good shot of my A10 Mini, didn't you? All right, well, I'm going to leave it alone now. That's good enough. Let's see, if you're elected, we're done. Who is this for? Anyone who's interested in learning to program and build interactive projects. Who isn't this for? Who isn't it for? That's interesting. This guide is not for Lars. That's interesting. Whoever Lars is. Poor Lars. This gift is not, or this box is not for Lars. All right, unboxing. We don't need to unbox. We've already done that. Let's go up here and add a fruit. Here we go. Let's go right to the page here. And we have a little bit of a demo here. You can kind of see this right here running, barely, I think. So we'll come back over here. And let's see, have you always wanted to upgrade your ensemble with creepy cool creature PCB silk screen and eye blistering arrangement of LEDs? Oh my goodness. You get one iLights LED glasses pane per order, okay? Yep, so that's in there. That is this piece right here. We've seen that. On each side are plugs. Let's see. Yeah, there are plugs. You can see that. There's a plug here and a plug here. So probably driving each of these LED arrays. Something right there too. I wonder if that's an accelerometer or some kind of sensor. That's interesting. We have 4 different silk screen designs: bug, wolf, cat, and dragon. Well, it looks like I got the cat. Can we assume I got the cat? I think we can assume I got the cat right there. So there we go. And did not get a choice. Let's see, gaze upon these features. Circuit Python. Okay, here's that piece here, which is the board right here. We looked at that a little bit earlier. You can see that. We need instructions. We know what we have. If you're looking for the perfect companion, yeah, we get it. Tell me how to put this thing together. Oh, it's an itsy bitsy. Okay, so that's good. Oh no, if you have, I see, it doesn't come with the itsy bitsy if you need G. I bet it does. Anyway, let's see if we can find those instructions. Bonus features. Okay, here's what the board is. It's an ARM Cortex M4F with floating point acceleration running at 64 megahertz. Well, there you go. That's definitely faster, Thomas, than a Mega 65, which is running at 40 megahertz. So just amazing that this little device right here is going to be running faster than our Mega 65 when we get it. Bluetooth Low Energy. We've pretty much covered all of that. Comes with the bootloader for developers, pinouts. This is one of the things that Adafruit, I just want to know how to put it together. Here we go. Let's see if CircuitPython, Essentials, downloads. Okay, let's go ahead and run through CircuitPython. All right, here we go. CircuitPython's derivative MicroPython. Follow the step-by-step quickly to get CircuitPython running on your board. Okay, so I need a USB-C cable to make sure everything's working. So let me go grab one of those and hang on just a second. Okay, get my microphone back here. Put that back up here. And let's get rid of that. All right, so here's our USB cable right here. And what I'm going to do is plug one end into the USB-C here. And then I'm going to plug it into the computer. Got a little plug right here. And let's see what we get here on the screen. All right. All right, so looks like I shouldn't have to do any of this. This is all just the normal setup, so this should be in good shape. Let me go back, and again, this is one of the things that strikes me as odd about these kits is it's never easy learning how to put this thing together. Let's see. Here we go, starter projects. Let's try this. I made a few starter projects to demonstrate features. Tap and look glasses. Let's see what that is. Now see, they've got it. This is all assembled, but they have not shown me how to assemble it. I need the instructions for how to assemble this thing. Let's try something here. Let's see if we can get the first part here. See, unboxing. Here we go, LED glasses assembly. Finally found that one. All right, so now we can probably get this thing together. All right, so here we go. Here's how to assemble your LED glasses. All right. So we are going to use the zip ties, colored purple here for illustration. Thread the glass all through the frame, then tighten up the zip ties. Okay, so let's go back to this camera here. All right, and let's see what we have here. All right, so let's go back to here. And so we're using the zip ties to mount this onto here, onto the glasses. So let me go ahead and zoom out just a little bit here so you don't feel claustrophobic. And I've got this nice cable just running in the way now that I've got this over here by the computer. So let me get this out of the way for us. Okay, we'll use my... All right, well, we'll just do that. Okay. Let me see if I can get this thing together here. And it said, using zip color, so which zip ties do they want? Let's see how many we have here. 1, 2, so we probably, these are going on the outside looking this way, is the way they want to do that. So let me put this on the card here. Yeah, so it looks like the zip ties are going to go here and here. See if they say anything about which zip ties. Here's an alternate value. You can use wire as a sort of zip tie in case you don't have any appropriately sized zip ties. So I think, yeah, I think I'm going to use the big ones here for this. So let me go ahead and break open the big ones here. Let me zoom out for you here. Yes, looks like the zip ties hold it to the frames. I completely am tracking now. And I want to do this in such a way that I don't see the tie. So I'm going to do let's go this way. Maybe toss the smaller ones after the, yeah, so Jamie, one of the things, I think I'm already noticing that these big ones, check this out. These big ones don't fit. Look at that. I think they shipped a bunch of these zip ties and they don't even fit the holes. So, Jamie, you called it, and you didn't even have to be here to call it. So, I guess I can look at it as a perk. I get some extra zip ties. Check that out. Getting extra zip ties. You know, I can always use these. As a matter of fact, I was trying to do some cable management today, and I could sure use some to get rid of some of this stuff. You know what? I'm going to move this camera. We probably won't go back to the computer, so let me get this out of your way here so that you don't have to look at this. And let me see if we have... Let me get this all set up here so that you can see what's going on here. There we go. Now you can at least see what's happening with the YoloBox. And that's out of the way. Okay, good. So let's go back here. All right, let's get our zip ties that we do have here that seem to fit. And let's grab a couple of those. Good catch, Jamie. Only need 2. So I'm sure these are going to fit, no problem. There you go. Perfect. So that is why. Interesting. I wonder how something like that happens. Do they, I know these boxes, there's not many of these put together. I understand that. But it does seem interesting that they made a mistake on a zip tie. Let's see, I want to bring this around here. I'm going to bring that back in here. This way. And then, let me zoom in here for you so you can see what's going on. We'll go ahead and level this out. Let's go ahead and bring this, see if we can get this down here a little bit further. I hear hot tea upstairs. My wife is making hot tea. It sure does sound good right now. Okay, let's go ahead and get this one. I'm not going to tighten that one all the way completely up until I get that other one on there. Mislav, hey man, good to see you. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. And Mislav is in the house. Steven, this really ain't cool, these ad hoc streaming. Well, I never know. So Mislav is lamenting that I'm not posting and letting people know. I understand this. I wasn't even planning one. I have, just to get you updated a little bit here, Mislav, I have this neat YoloBox Pro that is actually doing all the streaming right now, managing all the cables. It's giving me that option to do that kind of cool thing where I can put up your chat up there. I wanted to just do something, so what I decided to do at the last minute was do the Adabox, which I think you were with me for another Adabox, if I remember, Mislav. Decided to do the Adabox 20, which is LED glasses. So that's what we're trying to put together. We're trying to put together these LED glasses. So I'm so glad you joined. I will admit, I thought about you and I thought about posting on Twitter, but then I also thought this thing could go horribly wrong. I might not even be able to keep this thing going, but so far everything's been working well. So I'm kind of happy about that. So it's good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us, Mislav. Always good to have you join the live stream. And as I mentioned to Thomas earlier, who thought maybe I'd be doing some Mega 65 stuff. No, however, companion blog post is done for a Mega 65 content, and I'm working on video. Already started some video, and probably after this live stream we'll work on a little bit more video while I've got everything working. So you can expect some Mega 65 content coming very soon, and we're really excited because the Mega 65 looks like it might not make the Christmas tree on Christmas morning. Looks like they're thinking about a 28th of December to 1st. So it's going to be more like a New Year's gift. So the good news for me is I have a 3-week holiday planned, the week before Christmas and the week after. So hopefully sometime in that time, that thing will be delivered and I'll have all kinds of Mega 65 stuff. And Mislav, I probably will do a live stream. I'm thinking about live streaming the unboxing of the Mega 65. I just think that would be a lot of fun for everybody to be able to join in. So I will definitely post that. So keep checking out Twitter at Stephen Combs for those of you that may not know where I am. And then also, hey, I forgot I can do this. Hold on. Also, be sure to check out the website right there. You can now go to either stephencombs.com or retrocombs.com will take you there as well. So be sure and check that out. But hopefully there'll be a lot more mega. So for now though, we're just going to see if we can get these LED glasses put together. That's where we are right now. So again, good to have those of you with us. Let me just pop over and see where we are right now with viewers. I know we're probably not that many. Hey, we got 4 of you. Oh, Mislav, there you go. You're at it again. I just noticed your thank you in the chat. I know that's to encourage me to make sure next time I post something in advance to let you know. I think because of your generous donation, I'm going to have to make sure and do that. So thank you so much, Mislav. I really appreciate you supporting the channel, the live streams, the blog, all of that. Thank you. You are a gentleman, sir. It's good to have you as part of the retroCombs community. So let's see if we can get this back on here. It's interesting too, the chat. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. The chat, I have a little window right here that shows me chat. So, you know, I can put Mislav's, well, let me get rid, I can put a lot of stuff on here. You got to be careful not to there we go. So you can see Mislav, I'm getting used to it, hang on. You can see I can put his chat there. However, the donation you made, which is interesting, does not show up here. So I'm going to have to be sure and look over at a real computer to make sure that I capture those donations, because the last thing I want to do is not thank you for the donation or the thanks. So thank you again for that. I probably over-thanked you at this point, but I can never over-thank you. So there we go. Let's see. Let me go ahead and because it's those donations that let me continue to subscribe to the Adabox, for instance. Not that you're interested in that content, but I kind of dig it. I like having fun with these. All right, let me see if I can get this on now. What I had done before is I've already put in one of these zip ties for one side, and now I'm doing the other one right here. And I didn't tighten the other one because I did not want it to, let me get my card here before I damage my LEDs. I want to make sure I got them both tightened down at the same time. Don't you just love the sound of a zip tie tightening? I don't know what it is. It's that it is a very satisfying sound, at least for me, or maybe it's just me. If you like the sound of a zip tie tightening, let me know. For some reason I do. Let me see if I can get this thing lined up here. All right, there we go. All right, so now we're going to tighten this guy down a little bit tighter here. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Hold on, here we go. All right, that looks pretty good right there. And then we'll get this one. There we go. That's not bad. Now, we need to get rid of these. We need to get those snipped down. So let me just make sure they're as tight as they really need to be, and then we'll take the, I think I can cut them with the scissors. I don't think I'm going to need wire clips, although I do have a pair in there if I need to go get them. They are handy if I need them. retroCombs, zip tie, ASMR. I was thinking about that. Yeah, we just do a whole channel on ASMR. That could be really good. You know, I'm thinking about, so while I've got you guys, I've been thinking about doing, I don't know why, I've been watching folks typing in basic programs on retro computers. And it's got that, Jamie, it's got that whole ASMR thing where you just, it's just fun to watch them or listen to them type, because especially on a good keyboard, watching the code and just relaxing to that. I know that's only probably ASMR, that'd probably be ASMR for retro geeks. But I'm actually, what I'm thinking about doing as part of my Mega 65 content, probably after the first of the year, is trying to convert some old Commodore 64 or 128 basic programs to Mega 65 with some of the enhanced basic programs. I thought that could be really fun, and it would help me learn more about the Mega. So I'm thinking about that, if that sounds like something of interest. And it probably would be a live stream where I would just do it all live and type some stuff in. Who knows? You never know what's going to hit on YouTube. You know, some people like some weird stuff, but that's why it's great to have YouTube. This is content that you would never see on TV or anywhere else, and not that you would want to. What are those things that cops in the U.S. use instead of handcuffs? Oh, zip ties, Mislav. Yeah, they use zip ties. They're a little bit bigger, obviously, but they do use zip ties. in a pinch for offenders, as we say. That is absolutely right. These are a little too small for that, but yeah, you can get those big ones. And they just tie them right up and zip them right up. Jamie says that could be pretty cool. I assume you're talking about doing some basic programming, and the 8-second lag is really annoying, I have to say. And I've got the YoloBox on minimum latency too, so I'm still working on that. Okay, so here we go. We've got the glasses put together here. So we've got the LED array on here, and now I go back to my computer over here, and again, I'm not going to move the thing, and again, apologies, Mislav, you came in late, but what I said was I didn't think I was actually going to be using the computer. Well, I actually need the computer for the instructions to put these things together, and I don't have it tied into the YoloBox. I have an extra port, I just didn't think to tie. I would have to have a splitter and a bunch of other stuff. So, you know, that'll come. And actually, I think that would be easier with OBS Studio, quite honestly. But we'll see. Okay, let's see. Alternate fasteners, I've done that. Hey, looks pretty good. Looks similar to what they have in their demonstration. So that's good. Okay, the driver board. Now, the driver, it's a good thing. Okay, so we're going to need these two small ones for the driver board. Looks like we take the driver board, which I have plugged in over here, which I need to eject that. Let me make sure I don't mess that up. Is that? It is not, so I can unplug that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and unplug that and bring up my web page. Okay, so they're saying just put that right on the side of the glasses, so I can put that either here or I can put it on. So I'm right-handed. They're showing it on the left. And then I really need to think about where the cable is going to be. So I think I am going to go with this arrangement here. That way it's on the right here. And then what you do is you take the zip ties and you use, let me zoom in here for you. Use these two holes right here, and then you zip tie around the ear piece of the frame. So, all right, so let me do that here. Well, while I'm in the browser, let me see. Hey, 5 of you. We got 5 of you in there. I've heard from Mislav, Thomas, and Jamie. If you are joining us and have not chimed in the chat, please do. I'd love to know you're out there. You can help us get these. Oh, that's not what I want. You can help us get these glasses put together from Adabox 20. All right, let's see. Let me dump these out of here. Now it says use the small ones, but I have to wonder if the big ones might not actually be better for this. I'm going to try something. Let me see if those big ones fit in here. Let's see if they were at least for something, right? Okay, so here we go. Let's test it. Yeah, now see, those fit. I think I'm going to use the large ones for this, just to give a little variety and make sure I use some of these, because I might mess it up and make sure I have the small ones in case I need them later, although I don't think I'm going to. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. And it looks like we want to put those on the inside. Okay, so much like this is on the inside, we want that to be. So we're going to go here. Now that's interesting, because if I put it that way, I'm not sure what this piece is right here. It is going to cover that. Hopefully that's not some kind of sensor. It doesn't appear to be. So we'll go ahead and get this started here like this. And let's go ahead and do the other one too. That'll make it a little easier. All right. So that's good right there. And go ahead and add that. Hey, how's this this document camera working? Is the quality of the video pretty good on this? This one right here, because when I zoom in, I wonder if I lose. I know I lose some resolution, but I'm curious. Does it detract from actually seeing what I'm doing? course, that means you're interested in what I'm doing. So, yeah, you know how that goes. Let's see. Let me go ahead and put this in here. All right, get ready for some zip tie ASMR. Oh, yeah. All right. Let me go ahead and get this one started. What time is it anyway? 15:24. Sorry guys and gals, I have to go. Hey David, I didn't know you were there. It was good to see you. Thanks for popping in for a little bit. He said, sorry guys and gals, I have to go, but we'll be back some other time. All right, well, so just keep an eye out. I've already told Mislav I owe you that I will let you guys know before I do this, but I will just say that if I do live stream, it's probably going to be on a Sunday afternoon. I wouldn't count on it, but if I do, that's probably when it's going to be. And I like to do it around 2 or 3, specifically for Mislav, because if I go later, he's going to be sleeping. So at least I did think of that, Mislav. At least there's that piece. See, I was thinking about you, man. I was thinking about you. So David, you have a good evening, good Sunday evening. Thanks for popping in. David is here regularly. He usually, if I'm streaming, he usually pops in. So it's nice to have some regulars. All right, so we've got this one. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get this one. Oh yeah, satisfying zips. And this is actually working pretty well. Yeah, it's on the outside. I started second guessing myself. I had it on the outside. It wasn't supposed to be on the inside, was it? It probably doesn't matter, but I'm sure it would rub against your head if it were on the inside. Not that this is going to be something that's going to be comfortable anyway. And in order for me to use it, I would have to put my contacts in. So, checking out, let me check out my stats here. 25 frames per second with 0% drop frames. That's good. That means my Wi-Fi is working. I do like that it does tell me that to the YoloBox, which is nice. So again, this thing has a lot of nice statistics. It's kind of it's smallish though. I wish you could get this in a 10-inch screen, but evidently this is 1 inch larger than just the YoloBox. This is the Pro, but so that's interesting. All right, so let's go back to here, have that. Let's go ahead and, now this is thicker. I think I'm gonna need my cuts, my little snips. Hold on just a second while I go grab some snips. All right, luckily I don't have to go far for any of this stuff. There's a room just right next door where I can grab these side cutters. So let's see if we can snip these off. Another sound that I like. You ready? Maybe. There it is. Of course, I sent it, went flying across the room on me. All right, let's grab this one. Maybe this time I'll hold it so it doesn't go flying across the room. Yeah, that one's going to be a little tougher to get. It's a little close, so let me grab it this way. There we go. All right, not bad. So we got that right there. Okay, we're getting there. So this is what we have so far. You can see this is mounted on the side. Boy, is this some fashionable piece of wear. Here's what it would look like so far. Oh my. I'm not so sure. What do you guys think? Are we going to be setting any fashion trends with these glasses? Pretty cool though, I have to admit. At least you can see through them. I could see figuring out something for Halloween with these. I don't know, maybe if we do some green and red, because again, this will be programmable using CircuitPython. If we were to change the lights to green and red, we could probably use them for Christmas. So looking for your ideas. So, oh, Mislav is upside down. I love that. So yeah, looking for your ideas for what we might do with these for Christmas. Again, they were designed for Halloween. That's how long evidently I've had the box and haven't had a chance to open it. But think about ideas for Christmas. All right, let's see what I have to do next. So the driver board is on. The next thing I need to do is make connections. So connect the LED driver board to the LED glasses using Stemma QT connector cable. Okay, so that's going to be this one right here. So that'll be the smaller one. And what we're going to do is connect it from here to here. If I've done, yep, there's a connector there, and looks like it's going to be going from here. Yeah, something like that. Oh wait, maybe there. Okay, so we'll figure that out. Let's see what we have here. All right, so if we look at that, we know this one. Make sure I don't mess this up. Where is, oh, it's over here. Did I? No, well, rats. Guess what, guys? This should have been flipped 180 degrees. Isn't that always the way? Because there's no way that this will reach now from here to here. I think I now know why we have extra zip ties. I cannot believe that. So what I have got to do, and Jamie, I just Googled, oh, ASMR, yeah, Mislav, you have, if you're not sure what that is. So guess what I have to do, guys? That is right. I have to cut and redo those. So I know that was so exciting the first time. It'll be even more exciting the second time as I put this on the correct way. So here we go. I cannot believe that. Actually, it should go a little bit faster. So let me just focus here, and I'll not talk as much. And I know some of you are saying he can go without talking. I know that's what my wife would say. But we'll see how it goes. Let me see if I can get this thing off here and get this on the right way. All right. All right, good thing we have spares. Okay, so now let's get this the right way. Let's grab a couple. Should go a lot faster the second time for sure. Now that I know what I'm doing. Okay, now, Stephen, put this towards the other one. There we go. This is the, but now, that's interesting because they show the other, they show this pointing down. I think, oh, that's interesting. That's what I was going by originally, was this pointing down like this, but they're showing it like this with this pointing up. yeah, I think I'll be okay, Jamie. If I can just figure out why they're, that is very odd. They are showing this board almost reversed in their images. I am at, if you want to follow along, the website is adafruit.com/adabox020/led-glasses-assembly. And it shows this in the down direction, but this towards here so that these two can connect. So there's something going on. Yeah, this is mirrored completely, which is, wait a minute, am I on the, oh boy, do I feel silly. Do I feel silly? Because they put theirs on the left side. Remember I said I was going to put mine on the right side? Oh boy, do I feel silly now. Anyway, well, we'll just keep and do it the way they've done it. I really wanted it on the other side, but I really don't want the USB-C pointing up. Or the frames flat in the photo. Yeah, well, just figured it out, Jamie. So, boy, do I feel stupid. Anyway, let me go ahead and get these going here. Now that I know what's going on. And I need to put this at the top this way. Anybody else make those kind of boneheaded mistakes? I'm like super good at those kinds of boneheaded mistakes. And it probably doesn't help that I'm being distracted trying to talk to all of you at the same time and reading chat. So I blame all of you. It's your fault out there. And you can pick who you are. I'm not going to pick one of you, that's for sure. Well, we know it's not Mislav because, you know, Mislav's generous, so it's not him. So Jamie, I guess I have to blame you. I don't even know if there's anybody else out there. Who else is out here? There's 4 of you. Of course, Jamie's very generous too. He allowed me, Mislav, to tag along while he popped over here with his truck, and we took a bunch of stuff to Goodwill today out of my garage. So I'm just going to blame myself because the two of you are very gracious individuals, and I don't want to make either one of you mad at me. So I'm going to go all my fault. Okay, so if there's any positive out of this, you all get some great additional zip tie ASMR. All right, so before I tighten it up, let's make sure I've done everything right. And there's that. And there's the connector right there. This is down. Okay, everything's looking good. Now, here we go. Zip tie time. Oh, that was satisfying, wasn't it? All right, let's tighten that bad boy down. Let's grab this one. Oh, that was good. All right. Yeah, that went a little faster than the first time. I'll take it. Yeah. All right, Jamie's sacrificing himself for the team. So there you go. Thank you, Jamie, for taking one for the team. It's all right. I'll repay Jamie. He and I are going to do a little breakfast over the holidays while I'm off, so get caught up. Learning fun ASMR. What more could anyone want? I know. So welcome to that time suck, Mislav, because once you start going down that, if you start listening to ASMR and seeing all the types of things that are available, you will burn hours of your day. So there we go. All right, so now we're back in business. Now what we can do now is plug this into here. And let me see what we have here. Make sure I don't mess this up. So those are at the top. So that will be here. Yep. So we're going to plug that in right here. Perfect. And then this one will go like this. I say that. And get some light here and see if I can figure it. Yep, no, I was right. No, I was not right. There we go. Flip that over 180. Okay, so now that's in there. There we go. Now I have this. This is fashionably sticking out. Theirs is too, though, so that's sticking out like that. Okay, so now we need some power. And the power is use the 3 AAA here. And we're going to get these out of our case. You know, I think generally they program this thing so that it works out of the box. So we should be able to apply power and hopefully it'll just work. And we won't have to do anything else, and then we can be done with this project for the day. And I can get back to some Mega 65 stuff. Although this is fun. I'm enjoying these. I like these little kits. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep funding or keep my subscription after the holidays, but then I've just decided, yeah, I am. Okay, so is there a screw? Yeah, here it is. All right, there we go. So there should be a screw inside. There it is. Let's go ahead and put in our batteries. Let's hope I do better with the batteries than I did with the board, not putting those in backwards. All right, so oh, that's interesting. Let me try that again. Wire's in the way. Okay. Oh, interesting. Holy cow. This wire, can you see that right there? This wire that they have running in there is not letting the battery seat properly. So give me a second here to figure this out. See if I can get this in here. So I'm going to have to kind of force it and not let it pop out and get this on. Okay, here's the question. Do I use the screw or not? Oh my goodness, see that wire? There we go. Oh, it's not going to work. Hold on, let me try it again. I may have to use the screw. You mentioned Patreon starting 2022, or am I mistaken? Would you, Mislav, would you be terribly upset if I said Patreon was not likely to be my bag, but Buy Me a Coffee has a similar subscription so that you can support on a regular basis, and I can give you stuff. And I know you can on Patreon, but I've been exploring both of them, and I really like the Buy Me a Coffee model where I can provide electronic gifts. I can consolidate it all into that one account, so I'm thinking about that. The other thing too is YouTube has subscriptions too. I looked at that and I'd like to be able to keep everything in just one or two places, and if I use Buy Me a Coffee, the monthly subscription, then that might be a good way to narrow it down. This is not wanting to fit because this wire in here won't let this sit flush in the battery box. So anyway, let me talk through this real quick while I can think about it. So Buy Me a Coffee lets me do monthly supporters. Patreon, of course, is a gold standard, but Buy Me a Coffee is getting very popular in that space, and then YouTube will allow you to do that. YouTube would be nice because then, for instance, when you give a thank you, it would all go to the same pot, and I can kind of easily track it for accounting. But I also use Buy Me a Coffee, which you've been kind enough to buy me a coffee too. So I'm leaning more towards Buy Me a Coffee. I like the tools. I think they're easier to use. They do provide the monthly opportunity, but I need to figure out what the rewards are. And the other thing about either one, as I've mentioned, is if I do that, I'm going to feel like I have to be doing something regularly and have content regularly, or you'll not feel like you're getting your money's worth. So I just need to think through all that, because I don't want to get into a situation where, as you understand, Mislav, with your job, that the paying gig takes me away, and then for some reason for a whole month I'm not able to do something. And then people feel like, I don't want to subscribe to him anymore. He doesn't give stuff. So I'm still working through all that. So would be happy to hear your comments around that. Feel free to share. Let me know what you think while I try and struggle with this goofy battery that won't fit in here because they've stuck a wire right in the middle of the tray. Let me see if I can get this thing. It looks like there's an area over here. Maybe I can get it in. So let me see if I can snake it back around there. Okay, you're at 22% of 1,000. No sign of regular monthly payment. I'm still be thinking. I've got 3 weeks to think about it over the holidays, so that's kind of what I'm doing. You're at 22% of. Oh yes, I know. On Buy Me a Coffee, you're right. Now here's the thing. The Buy Me a Coffee. Here's what I was doing. So now that I understand exactly what you're saying, this was what I was going to get if I reached 1,000. I used the part of the 22%, so 20% of it. This was on special during Black Friday, and I thought I can wait. We can get it now. So I went ahead and made the investment. So that's there. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for another 1,000, right? But I think I want to do something that's more towards, if I reach 1,000, you all get something, not me get something, but you all get something. So I'm trying to think of what that would be to encourage you to do that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. You would do me a favor. That way I won't have to think about it. You do a great job thinking about it. Let me just say, Mislav. So, but you are the reason I am considering it, because you have asked for it. So again, thinking again about Buy Me a Coffee, I really like the tools. What do you think about that experience as far as using it? Because you've been kind enough, Mislav, to donate through Buy Me a Coffee. Is that something are you married to Patreon, or oh, I got it. I finally figured it out. Okay, got that little cable routed here, and it finally snapped in. Or you would be comfortable with. It sounds like you would be comfortable with Buy Me a Coffee. I think I have a couple other folks that are waiting for me to do well, I don't think. I know I've had a couple other folks say, when are you going to do Patreon or monthly subscriptions? And I think it's the same thing. They don't want to have to think about it either. I don't mind if you miss or don't think about it. It's fine right now. Again, I'm just want to be careful not to get the this feeling of dread because I didn't do something for all of you because I got tied up with work. Let me see if I missed anything here. Looks like we're in good shape. I am not going to use the screw, so now I have the power. Okay, now it says plug the power in. This is a very short cable. I think there's an extension here. Yeah, there is an extension. I'm going to go ahead and add the extension, because what you would want to do with the extension is you don't want this hanging off the side of your face, obviously. Let me go ahead and get this back up here. We need a little more space. This is the length. So they do provide an extension here so that you could run this probably around, you know, could probably run it in here around your neck, and then you could clip on maybe right here, right? So that's pretty good. But just for now, well, I'll tell you what, just for now, I will not add the extension on there for now, just to see if it's working. So let's see what we have here. By the way, I love this camera up here. It's got that autofocus thing nailed. And it's also got that neat thing where it kind of blurs the background. So Mislav says, no, not married to Patreon. I support the eBuzz Central Linux channel through Buy Me a Coffee. Oh, good. Good to know. Yeah, and I see that you support them on Twitter. And what's interesting is, just because you supported them, I started checking them out to see what they have, because I'm a big Linux fan as well. I use a Mac, but I do have a couple of Linux boxes. Jamie says, I love this, double-sided tape to forehead. There you go, right there. Boom. Is that what we're talking right there? That is perfect, right? Double-sided. Oh, maybe that's what this double tie. They do have this in here. Maybe that's what they just. There you go. So Jamie's on to us. He knows what they're thinking. It's not what they're thinking, but it's a great idea. That's funny, Jamie. All right, let's go ahead, and we are going to plug this in and see what happens. Let me see if there's a switch on here. There is a switch right there. Okay, so we will go ahead and turn that off for now. We'll plug it in. This is going to be fun. Okay, here we go. You all have hung in here this long. You're going to get to see what happens. And I think, let me see, make sure I've done everything right. Yeah, it says I should just be able to turn it on. So here's what I'm going to do. I can do this. Let me go ahead and, because it's LED, I am going to lower my studio lights. It's studio lights, lights basically. Okay, so that should be really, really dark. Make sure to use the thermal pads. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. Let's see what happens. You ready? Oh, let me get rid of picture-in-picture so you can see the whole thing. Okay, here we go. All right, cross your fingers. Let me get rid of that. And we are going to turn it on, and if we hold our mouth just right, we should have something. Interesting. I see absolutely nothing. Oh, no. Okay, well, in that case, the first thing to do is to check and make sure we put the batteries in right, which, as you all know, me talking, I may not have done that. So let's go ahead and see. I was sure I put the batteries in correctly, though. Yep, that one's in correctly. That one is in correctly. And that one is in correctly. All right, let's check our cables here. Hotkey for drum roll. I know, I need that. Sorry, it kind of was, wasn't it? Hey, get all really excited and boop, nothing. I know. Hey, but at least humor, right? Humor around that. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. Check all my cables here. That's incorrectly. That's connected. Nope. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. All right. Jamie, cue the drum roll. Jeremy Clarkson, power. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is really nice. This camera can still, even with the lights kind of really low, it's still catching me, which is cool. Okay, you ready? Here we go. I think I've got it this time. I'm going to... Okay, cue that drum roll, MP3. Here we go. Look at that. How about that? No, not sad trombone. Not sad trombone. Happy things are working. Check it out. Adabox 020. DigiKey. And Adabox, or Adafruit, yeah. Present. Adabox 020. Well, that's pretty cool. So I know what you're saying now. What would it look like actually on his face, right? I know that's the next thing you want to know. So here we go. Wow, I'm really pleased with this camera and its low light capability. This is pretty nice. This camera here is a Sony ZV-1. I had a Canon mirrorless that I was using. I actually have somebody who wants to buy that, which is great. This Sony ZV-1 is awesome though. You ready? Here we go. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to see myself because I just took my glasses off, but here is the unique fashion statement we'll be making with our Adabox 020. What do you think? Tape it right here, Jamie? Would that work? You know, that's what happens when you're bald. Mislav can relate. He would be able to tape on his too. I know. I know you can't see, but he has shared a picture, and he has a very good bald head as well. Well, I say as well. His is probably better than mine. What do you think? Fashion statement? That was interesting. So there you go. There is Adabox 020. Now, let me just wrap this thing up by sharing with you, let me turn my lights back on, that this right here is based on CircuitPython. So what that means is I can break into CircuitPython and I could program that to do other things like Merry Christmas, since the Christmas holidays are coming up. Happy Hanukkah, if I want to support the Jewish holiday and my Jewish friends. I could also do something for the channel, such as retroCombs and retroCombs out, you know, all those fun things. So I'm going to have to break into the CircuitPython and see what we can do. Again, if you kind of like this is a subscription service provided by Adafruit. Again, it comes in these boxes every quarter. I don't have, they don't send me these for free. I don't get any kickback. This is just if you want something fun. I think if you have children in the house, this would really be a fun project. It's a great way to get them started in programming in Python if you're trying to get somebody to do that, because physical computing, I have always thought, is the best way to get people programming in Python. And I actually used to teach a course on physical computing, and we used Python to do some things, and C with Arduinos, and I miss that, actually. One of these days I'll get back to that. But there you have it. Festivus, yes, Jamie, and Festivus for the rest of us. I can do that as well. Definitely need some pixel reindeer flying. That's a great idea. And then again, here's Jamie's Festivus for the rest of us. So the YoloBox is really starting to grow on me too. I'm starting to get the hang of it. Again, I've not even explored half the features, but I am learning more about it. So let me go ahead and get rid of this. And don't forget, you can find everything at www.retrocombs.com. And I think, you know, normally what I say is I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these live streams. I am not going to edit this one. I'll probably, once it's processed, just leave it up live. So if somebody is interested in it, at least they'll get that. They may get a kick or two out of what we're doing here, but no edits for this one. Mislav, I am going to go back and start working on that M65 or Mega 65 content, so be on the lookout for that. So guys, thanks for joining. Let me check the stats here and see what it looked like. Kind of a small group. We've got 5 watching now, only 2 that I know that have joined in chat, and that's Mislav and Jamie. One last time, if you're out there, let me know who you are. Looks like we had about 65 playbacks. So we had about 65 people bounce in and bounce out. So, not for everybody, right? But again, Mislav, thank you so much for your kind contribution today. Always appreciated. And that's it for me. I'm going to try and figure out how to turn off the YoloBox and say goodbye. So retroCombs out. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. See you, Mislav, maybe in next week. We'll see. Or maybe in 2 weeks. I'll try and let you know next time. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.